So this is a extremely rare Force 7 from Leyland.
Yes, Leyland, Australia.
Owner Ray there keen to point out it's an Australian product with zero input from the UK. In fact, the Force 7 and its sedan brother, the P76, are the only fully, from nose to tail, Australian-built cars ever produced.
Well, welcome to a new Dave's Classic Garage Tours video, and today I'm up in Traralgon to see Ray and his collection. Something very, very special inside. Let's go and have a look.
Lights on, so you can see where you're going.
Oh, right. Okay, well, we're recording, Ray. This is Ray. He's kindly allowed me to come and have a look about his little collection. little. So, Ray, tell us about this. Now, I found you because of this car here that we'll come to straight away, I think, because this is the one that got me to.
It's the one that you spoke to, Mike Selby.
Yeah. So this is a extremely rare Force 7 from Leyland.
Yes, Leyland, Australia.
Okay, do you want to just come in a bit closer to it, Ray? So, Ray, how long have you had this car?
Leyland, Australia, 19 years.
19 years, yeah.
But some of them longer than that, but
right.
This has been 19 years.
Now, so there was a, this is off the P76,
Yeah,
76.
well, it's all, mechanically it is a P76.
Yeah.
But all the panels are different. The windscreen fits, I think, and the rear vision mirrors or something. But that's about all.
That's just a stunning car. So this is one of only 10,
yep,
as it says on the window here, that survived. Right, so it was the oil crisis that killed it, basically, yeah?
Oh, no. I think bad management of Leyland in England.
That's Leyland for you.
Yeah, you can blame all sorts of people, but they had 10 of them made and had them, they were prototypes. Yeah. And they were out being tested and so forth, and then Leyland in England pulled the money on them and said, stop doing whatever you're doing, we're packing up.
Bloody hell, this is crazy, isn't it? It's, but old Donald Stokes was sent one, wasn't he? The chairman of...
Yeah, Leyland in England, yes. Yes, well that car's back in New Zealand now.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't it just stunning? Look at that. Who'd think there was a badge like that on the back of a Leyland? Well, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
It really is.
So what attracted you to the car? You are, by the looks of it, you've got Chryslers, you've got Fords, you've got Holdens, you've got the rest of the Aussie. So
look, it really started as a Australian thing. Right. Yeah, muscle cars, Falcons, Chargers, Monaros, Toranas. Yeah. But we've got waylaid a bit since I stopped making cars in Australia. I've got a couple of Mustangs there.
God, it's a big thing, isn't it, Ray? It's a big thing.
Oh yeah, it's only normal size.
Well, for Australia, but I mean, obviously, it's certainly. I'll tell you what, there can't be many actual Leyland cars that width of a P76. Certainly from back in the UK. Yeah.
I don't know whether any P76 got to the UK, did they?
Well, certainly not for sale, but I'm sure there's probably a few imported or whatever. But I'll tell you what.
You want to see under the bonnet?
Ray, yes, please. I think this actually looks better. Photos don't do it justice. I think because it's a weirdly proportioned in a way, but my God, it actually looks bloody sexy. A lot sexier in the flesh than.
They're Leyland now this Range Rover rocker covers, right?
Yeah.
They're not.
Now this motor's done. I tell you, it did some bloody amazing things, didn't it? With the
4.4 aluminium engine that people used to criticise, but here they are, 50 years later, and they're still going fine.
And Ray, they went on rallies across the world.
There was a special model come out called the Targa Flora.
Targa Flora, yeah.
And I had one here till a couple of years ago,
right.
And I sold it to the museum.
Yeah, this is bloody lovely. Now, how many of these orange? Do you know the name of this orange?
No, they've got funny names from Leyland. Leyland dreamed up their own names. Yeah. In a Chrysler colour, it's called Vitamin C.
Right. Australian Owners Club. you mind if I open up this side?
Yeah,
and just have a
that's
poke in?
fine. That's fine.
Now, this is a car that I saw has actually come up for sale, and you've sold it now, have you?
I've taken a deposit on it.
Taken a
Yep.
deposit.
Yep.
Wow, look at that. There we go. Yeah. What's it to keeping these white seats clean? Is that a? You just don't go there with
I cleaned them when I got the car 19 years ago, and I've never touched them since.
Right. Okay.
They're all still original.
Did you have to do any restoration yourself on this car?
No, not much.
No.
Well, there was things I'd done, I suppose, but I can't remember now.
Right.
You do little jobs. And
Oh, mate, what a.
so I done the motor. It didn't have the original motor in it when I got it, but the engine come with it.
Right. Okay.
So I restored the original engine,
Yeah.
reconditioned it, and put it back in.
Yeah.
And the original I took out of it is sitting out in my workshop.
So what's your background then, Ray? You're just saying
I
your
done
dad.
motor mechanic apprenticeship when I was a kid.
Right.
I done 4.5 years of motor mechanic apprenticeship, and then bought a truck. My dad was into trucks, so
Right.
I bought a truck and worked with my dad for quite a while, and then just went one thing led to another. And I went into trucks, and then we had a run of really bad luck with the trucks. A lot of accidents. No, I didn't have any accidents, but the drivers did. Then I got into transport management, and
Yeah.
I started doing cars as a hobby.
Right. Okay.
But that's 40
So
years.
tell us about your
40 years ago.
your first car. You're telling me you got a bit of a thing for Chryslers.
Yeah.
We'll come on to that. We'll go and have a walk over to your first one.
Yeah,
So
with the sun visor on it. I bought that in
right.
April 81.
you bought this in April '81.
Absolutely stock original it is.
Stock original.
The only thing's ever been done to this car was the front panel was painted once because it had stone chips on it.
Okay.
But the rest is stock original. Carpets, seats,
Yeah.
everything.
Wow, look at that interior. Can I open up? Is that
Yep,
right?
yeah.
Wow.
And I'll tell you
Oh,
what, mate,
look at them seats. Well, I'm just going to cut off here so I can stick the lights on.
that's the way it come.
Oh, look at that.
That's the way it come. And
Oh my gosh.
I love it. And I'll never sell it. My
So
wife will sell it after I'm gone.
How near is this to the one your first car?
No, my first one was a very basic one, more like that one.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So what is this? A
This is the top of the range. This
Right.
is 770.
770.
Yeah.
So what was that denote? The
They're just at the top of the range.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love all this.
This has got air conditioning, hasn't got power steering,
Yeah.
but it's got most things.
This material, this cloth, mate, it's amazing. I often look at Aussie cars of this sort of period and think, you know, with this heat and whatever, why the heck do you want them in vinyl seats and whatever? Surely the cloth would be.
Yeah, but it's not hot like that in all Australia.
No.
Vinyl does the job well.
So
You couldn't have these sort of seats like in a taxi.
no, oh yeah, grubby and
Yeah,
nice bit of room in the back, so it's easy 4-seater, eh? So did you put many miles on this particular one?
They'd done 60 when I got it.
Yeah.
And, the first guy that had done 60,000 in it, and I've done 100 since then.
107, yeah, blimey. Bloody hell, mate. And
It's a V8 4-speed. They only made 160 of them.
oh, really? This is Australian built,
Yeah,
obviously.
yeah.
Where was it? Where was
This
the
is only
Chrysler plant?
Australia.
Where was
In South Australia,
Right, okay.
Tonsley Park. Yeah.
Okay. 164 4-speed, yeah?
160 4-speed
That's
V8s.
amazing, mate.
They made a lot of 4-speed cars, but 6-cylinder cars.
So is that miles or kilometres? But
That's kilometres,
Right,
yeah.
okay. So it's about 100,000 miles. This is all. Have you had these done again, or
Nothing's been
it's original,
touched.
you said, didn't you?
I've hardly ever sat on that seat. Every time I get in the car, I've got a towel rolled up underneath there or
Right,
something.
okay.
I've had something on it. I've never sort of sat on the seats for any time.
Right. Okay. Oh, mate, it's a stunner. Yeah, that's a stunner. So, sorry, year of this one again?
This is a 78. It was first registered in
78?
79. 1978. First
Right.
registered in 79. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
bought it in 81.
5.2. Cool.
That's all original, never been touched. I did touch up the paint when we got some battery acid on it there once, just around this area.
Yeah. Oh, mate, this is stunning, stunning, stunning. This will be the last one to go,
Last one, my wife will sell this after I'm gone.
Okay.
Got 2 or 3 people wanting to buy it because of its rarity.
Right.
You know.
Okay.
There's not too many around in this condition
Yeah.
that hasn't been modified or restored.
Sure, sure, sure. What sort of mileage? Kilometres per what?
22 or 23 miles a gallon, so which is around about 10 litres per 100 k's, I think.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, about soon.
My old Volvo does.
Eh?
My Volvo don't do much different. Right, okay.
Now this is the second, that's the last one that I restored. This was the second last.
Okay.
Have a look at this.
So what sort of state did this come to you in?
See.
Oh.
Well, there it is.
Oh, crikey.
That's what I bought.
Oh, blimey, right. Yeah,
They
but
had
the
a
basket
very
case man
hard hit on this driver's side here.
rolled it or something?
No,
That's
they
just-
did hit something hit it.
Yeah.
There's the door laying there on the floor, at the back when I got at home.
yeah,
the door's still laying out the back actually.
Yeah.
And so there'd nothing in it, no motor, no gearbox, no seats, no nothing.
Right, right.
And I've done a pretty fair job of restoring this car, I reckon. With the 3 carbies on this particular model car, it was referred to as an E48.
Right, okay.
This is not a factory E48, but it's got everything that an E48 had.
Yeah.
6-cylinder, triple carbies, 4-speed gearbox, limited slip diff.
And do you use the same painter on all your cars, or
Oh, same brand.
same? No, well, the same bloke. You
No,
use?
well, I used to paint them myself.
Oh, really?
Yeah, have I got anything here I've painted? No, I don't think there is anything here I've painted.
Right.
But since we went to 2-pack paint, I haven't got around to painting 2-pack paint.
Right. Okay.
That was the second last car. This was the last car I restored.
Okay. Tell us.
Both
what's the-
these cars weren't in very good condition.
Oh, look,
Very bad.
that's another.
Yeah, it's another one of them
Another
with the
straight.
carbies.
Yeah.
In Australia, if you want to have a Valiant Charger to be up with the boys, you know, you have one with triple Webbers on it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Fast,
They're beats them bloody things, aren't
they're
they?
faster than the Falcon GT over a quarter mile,
Right.
and they give them a real bad time in racing.
Yeah.
A lot of the
So
short
the
races.
RT.
The biggest problem I had was the brakes weren't big enough
Right.
to
Okay.
stop the car for the power that it had.
Really. Right.
That
I'd
was-
imagine. I mean, that's pretty much across the board with these cars from.
Yeah, a
from
lot of
high-powered
things.
cars
Yeah,
from that day.
like 1,000 kilometres around Bathurst is a long way on the brakes, you know,
Yeah.
because you're using the brakes constantly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that RT brand that was sold.
Road and track. It was
Yeah.
sold in America. Dodge Chargers and Challengers were called RTs. That's road and track.
Yeah. Another 6-pack Hemi. Oh.
This is supposed to be vintage red, this car, but when the painter mixed the paint, he didn't do a very good job. I wasn't too happy with it the first day, but then I thought, geez, I like the colour of it, so
Yeah.
I left it alone.
Right.
But the seats are all been redone. There was no seats
Yeah,
in
we
it.
haven't had a little squiz in. Oh, what's that? I have to pick that.
That's all. This
You
is
pick
new
Sorry, you were saying this is a near enough copy of a.
E30, Charger E48, which was the first of the racing models.
Okay. I love the detailing on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stunning, stunning, mate. Okay. Just have a quick squeeze. The same sort of affair going on in here, isn't it?
Yeah, they're quite a bit different because this is the next model. This
Right.
is a VH model, this is a VJ.
Okay. That's great. So and that's you like the stick shift then?
Eh?
You like stick
Oh
shift?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a lot of automatics, but I don't buy automatics on purpose.
Right.
And this one here is the car that I've raced for 20 years.
Oh real?
Yep.
Oh wow.
club type racing.
Yeah,
Hill climbs.
Uh-huh.
All these tickets on here are all where hill climb starters. It was Eastern Creek in Sydney, Eastern Creek. There's a ticket somewhere, I think that's it there, from Simmons Plains.
Right, okay.
In Tasmania. Had it down there twice.
Yeah. Have a quick watch in there.
Yeah. Now this has got race seats in it. So the back seats are a normal seat, but the front seats are racing seats.
Okay. Yeah.
This has been an absolute fabulous car, this thing.
Yeah.
I done the engine in the first place when I done it back in about 07, I think it was.
Uh-huh.
And have never touched it since.
And year-wise, just what year is this one?
This is 72.
72.
This is what would be considered an E49. It's not an original E49 because their cars I've restored.
Right.
This was at a tow truck yard in Melbourne going to the wreckers, going to Sims Metal.
Oh my
This
gosh.
body, when I got it, there was nothing to it, just a body.
Oh really?
No seats, no engine, no nothing.
The body was in reasonable nick?
Well, yeah, it wasn't too bad. And a mate of mine saw it, and he saw it in the tow truck yard, and he rang me and he said, "There's a Charger down here I reckon you ought to look at." And I rang the guy and spoke to him and done a deal and went down with the trailer and picked it up.
Right.
But that was in about 07 anyway.
Yeah. So even the sixes were they up against the V8s and whatever.
These were better than all the V8s over a quarter mile.
Right. Right.
And
What contributed to that, do you reckon? The lighter or?
just, I think it's design, get some power to the ground well.
Yeah.
I don't really know what it is.
Yeah.
But it frustrated a lot of the Holden and Ford guys, I can tell you that in the first place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't, the Falcon, it took the Falcon a long time to do that. And Commodores, they were really not happy about them not being able to do it at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything was running around about the 15 seconds, then this thing come along and done a 14.4.
Right.
And it didn't only do one 14.4, every test driver that drove it got the same time.
Right. Okay. I generally cut off at 1999.
All right.
But we'll go and have a look at the new Monaro.
Okay, that's it for this episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like, comment and subscribe. It really does help the channel. And make sure you hit that notification bell for when we next come back and see Ray and his amazing collection.